The patch notes for Update 18 have finally arrived. Today I'm going to take a look at some of the changes that are coming to State of Decay 2 right after this. Hey everyone, Sam here, also known as Mr. Stainless, and today we're going through the changes that are coming to State of Decay 2 in Update 18. But before we get stuck in, why not hit the subscribe button? I upload a new video every week and it's a great way to support me and the channel. So as of uploading this, Update 18 has launched, bringing with it the Green Zone difficulty mode as well as the Plunder Pack, which is the Sea of Thieves content pack for the game. Now, I've made a few other videos this week diving into the Green Zone content as well as detailing what will be in the Plunder Pack. If you want to check those out, I'll leave a card at the top right of your screen where you can do so. But let's get stuck into some of the key nuggets of information from the patch notes for Update 18. So first of all, they detailed the key changes that the Green Zone will introduce. Now this is going to be a more relaxed and accessible difficulty level designed for players who want to enjoy the game without as much pressure and stress that the other difficulty modes deliver. Enemies will deal less damage, character stamina will last longer in combat, freak zombies will spawn a lot less, building facilities will be cheaper to build, and craftable items will be cheaper to craft. Resource rucksacks will equally provide more resources, and scavenging while out in the game world will provide you with much more weapons and way more skill books as well. As some of you quite rightly pointed out in my last video, this is a great opportunity to farm resources, and if you want to try out the Green Zone, you can do so by either starting a new community or by moving an existing community to a Green Zone map by opening the difficulty screen and selecting Green Zone. Now, while the Plunder Pack is being introduced, we are losing the Trumbull Valley pack as it's being taken out of rotation. This is going to happen every time they introduce a new pack, I would say, going forward. As one pack is introduced, another one is taken out of rotation, just so that we're not overwhelmed with the game file size. In July, the World War II pack will be returning, and most returning weapons will be available as loot. The World War II pack will also include some new weapons and outfits that you can unlock by completing bounties. To make room for that in July, the Bundle Up pack will be removed, so be aware of that and get that content unlocked while you still can. When it comes to bug fixes and quality of life improvements, you will now be able to see all of the containers in a building once the site has been completely secured. This ability was previously reserved for scouting specialists, who will still be able to see containers through walls even before the building is secure. Fuel capacity of all vehicles has been increased by 40%. Gas cans still contain the same amount of fuel as before, so it'll just basically take more to fill your tank, but it gives vehicles a greater mileage before going empty. Minor accidental noises from stumbling or falling short distances no longer attract zombie attention, and the way our characters interact with the environment has been improved when it comes to the game interpreting what we want our characters to interact with. When it comes to combat, the pump action shotguns will no longer take durability damage to help balance out their slower rate of fire. At this point, they are now more or less indestructible, much like the revolvers. Survivors now move forward slightly when swinging a heavy weapon at an enemy just outside of their reach to avoid near misses, especially right after knocking a zombie back. And melee damage to juggernauts has been increased from 20 to 40% when attacking them from behind to make that much more appealing and much more rewarding for players who take the risk to do so. Followers have equally been improved. They continue to improve the way they attack plague hearts and juggernauts. In most circumstances, they should now use guns when appropriate and avoid area effect attacks more rationally. They equally now prioritize human threats a little higher than zombie threats, and as a little nerf for followers, any follower wielding shotguns or fully automatic weapons now experience projectile spread instead of just every shot or every pellet coming from a shotgun shell hitting their target directly, which was a little bit OP. Then we move on to base management, where first of all storage facilities capacity has been increased by 10 to relieve pressure on players, and you can now check community members into the infirmary to speed up removal of partial infections, and finding a new map via the upgraded command center will no longer have a cost associated with it. In the Green Zone, they've equally noted that keeping your morale at 10 or higher will trigger new potential recruits to show up at your base once a day to help you grow your community. All in all, the team are continuing to make meaningful and impactful changes to the game, and I'm going to be working on making a few weapon showcase videos for you all regarding the Plunder Pack, so keep an eye out for that. They should hopefully be coming next week if I can get my ass in gear and get these weapons unlocked. But folks, that's all I've got for today's video. Why not join my Discord to continue the conversation? There's a link in the video description, but until next time, have a great week, and I'll speak to you all soon.